This was not a party where hazing occurred. From what we have learned, we believe and allege that hazing was an integral part of this event.
It has been 53 days since BGSU sophomore Stone Foltz died from a hazing incident at BGSU. Tonight, 8 young men are charged in connection with his death. Those charges range from misdemeanor hazing to first-degree felony involuntary manslaughter. Melissa?
Michael Tater attended a news conference this afternoon in which the Wood County Prosecutor announced the charges against the men involved. Michael.
That's right, Mel. The parents of Stone Foltz were in attendance and stood behind Wood County Prosecutor Paul Dobson as he discussed these charges. The family told me a short time ago they are grateful for the announcement today, and more charges could be coming on the way. Now, we did find out some key information from the prosecutor on these charges. 20-year-old Jacob Crin of Delaware was identified as Foltz's big brother at Pi Kappa Alpha. Dobson confirmed that 3 men, including Crin, took Foltz home that night after the alleged hazing incident in which Dobson says Foltz was forced to drink nearly 750 milliliters of alcohol. Now, Crin is the only one facing first-degree manslaughter because Dobson says he was more directly involved in the incident from the beginning to the end. If convicted, Crin could face up to 19 years in prison.
I want this to be the only and last time that this type of case is prosecuted in Wood County. And please God, let it be the last time that it's prosecuted in the United States.
And Prosecutor Dobson added that he expects more people to come forward from that March 4th party, saying if you are not part of the solution, you will be identified as part of the problem and could face charges. Mel?
And Michael, some of these legal charges can be hard to interpret. So do we know exactly what these men are accused of doing to Stone?
Well, Melissa, I asked Dobson multiple questions to try and learn more specific details of what these men are accused of doing to Foltz, but he wouldn't go into detail at this time. He did say again that Crin is accused of assaulting Foltz, which they believe led to Foltz's death. 5 of those men also face tampering with evidence charges, with Dobson adding that they tried to cover up their crime to protect themselves, but we won't know more specifics until this case goes before a jury. I'll have more with the family coming up tonight at 11. Live in Bowling Green, Michael Tater, WTOL 11.
Michael, thanks so much. And here's what the Foltz family has to say about the news of these charges. Today is just one step in the right direction. We are living every parent's worst nightmare and will not be at peace until fraternity hazing is seen for what it truly is, abuse. It is unacceptable, and in Stone's case, it was fatal. How many injuries and deaths will it take for people in positions of power to do the right thing? We demand zero tolerance. Anything less will result in additional innocent lives lost and parents like us pleading for change. And we don't want to lose sight of the life lost in this story. Stone Foltz was a 20-year-old BGSU sophomore, a son, a brother, and grandson. Foltz was a 2019 graduate of Buckeye Valley High School, a big Ohio State football fan who played baseball, basketball, and lacrosse. Foltz died March 7th and gave the gift of life as an organ and tissue donor.
This is not the first hazing incident or issue involving a BGSU fraternity. In 2008, members of the Kappa Alpha Psi hit pledges during a recruiting event. 2 students were charged with misdemeanor crimes in that. In 2017, members of the Phi Kappa Psi were suspended after hazing issues at a date party. And in 2018, Pi Kappa Alpha, those members were suspended from the fraternity for wearing offensive costumes. We do want to let you know today as well, we did reach out to BGSU to ask them if any of those who were indicted today, listed as indicted today, if they are still students on the BGSU campus. BGSU said they could not comment as their investigation continues. There is a new bill in front of the Ohio State lawmakers that would make hazing a felony. Currently in the Buckeye State, it's a misdemeanor. Senator Teresa Gavarone and Senator Stephanie Kunze, they have co-sponsored new legislation targeting hazing at colleges and universities. The bill is believed to have bipartisan support.
For more on this breaking story, including all of our past stories since the initial incident, check out our WTOL 11 app and our YouTube page. We'll also be on campus all night working to gather any new developments. So join us tonight at 11 for the very latest.